are some that when they are in a house, they move in, they want to just hang things up on the wall. Doesn't matter what it is that they've got, they like to see it, and it makes them feel good because there's something on that wall. And then there's others like me. I'd rather wait for the right thing to come along. It's not about putting the nail in the wall. I can fix that. But I'd rather put up what I know I want to keep where I want to put it. And as I'm using the space, how often am I seeing that wall and feeling that way? You know what? I've really been meaning to put some family photos up. Okay, well, I can go print out some little 4x6s, run to Hobby Lobby, get some frames. Or, okay, let's get online and order some canvases. I mean, there's just so many creative ways to incorporate, say, family photos. It just brings you that warm, fuzzy feeling. I did a project where we bought these huge acrylic frames that looked like they were just floating on the wall and they weren't even there. And we printed out 3 images from their wedding, about this big, and it filled the entire wall, and it kind of acted like a wallpaper. So that, for example, is one way to overcome the blank wall challenge. But yes, it can be depressing. And something about, like, say, coming in at the end of the day, and God, you always go through the messy garage and mudroom too, but to have a fun wallpaper, I mean, it can really boost your mood. There's so many studies out there about how even color can just affect how you're feeling. And I think I love that the most is being able to dictate how a person feels when they're in said space. By what I'm choosing or suggesting to the client, even in a commercial space. Okay, first impressions are everything, and so how do we get that wow? It doesn't have to mean spending a lot of money, but it could be anything. I would say some people, their biggest challenge is scale. A lot of these homes in Northwest Arkansas especially are huge with tall ceilings, vaulted, beautiful open spaces. But you've got this 20-foot wall that's 10 to 15 feet high, and they're like putting something that's too small there, and it looks sad, and they don't understand that. And men, only because you're taller than me, tend to hang things a little too high. So it's just nice to have someone to bounce all that off of before you go spending hours hanging something. Like knowing to do things in repetition, that's where you're going to get big bang for your buck and make a big statement scale-wise, without like spending a fortune.